going on, veterans, service members, transitioning service members? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Veterans Claim Servants Podcast. We are so thankful that you are here today, and we are so thankful for your service. If you are here today, we're going to be talking about what is a higher level review, the benefits of a higher level review, and how to submit your higher level review online, via fax, in person, and all that jazz. So thank you for tuning in. If you're listening, like, subscribe, comment to this channel, share it out with a friend. We at Veterans Claim Servants are veterans serving veterans, and we want you to get the education, the information, and the resources that you need so that you can get the benefits that you have earned, deserved because of your service to our country. So again, from the bottom of my heart, I am a veteran, but also thank you for your service to our country. You're appreciated and cared about. We thank you. So what is a higher level review? I'm going to go over some very important factors. What are the pros and cons of it? And let's get into it. Let's talk about how to file a higher level review. Okay. So as of February 19, 2019, you have the option of having your first time claim or supplemental claim reviewed without filing an appeal with the Board of Appeals, right? You can request a higher level review where a more experienced adjudicator or rater determines if an error or difference of opinion will change the outcome of your actual claim. In addition, if the reviewer determines the VA didn't help get the evidence you needed for the claim, they will close the review and they will open a new claim to collect the missing evidence, right? And then next, the VA will notify you of the steps they will take to fix that error, right? If there was a clear and unmistakable error. Right? If the reviewer finds an error, it may result in a change in the initial decision of your claim, right? So what are some of the pros of seeking a higher level review? It's faster than other appeals. It's easier. It's an easier appeals process, and it gets reviewed by a senior claims adjudicator. So you get a second set of eyes on your claim. So maybe you're seeing an error in your rating decision letter, right? Maybe they didn't use all the evidence. I don't know. But if you identify that and you're like, they didn't use everything that I sent in with my original claim and I need this addressed, then you want to do a higher level review. Remember, a higher level review is not providing new and relevant evidence. That is on a supplemental claim form, a 20995 form. We will talk about that in a separate video. What is new relevant evidence and what a supplemental claim is. But here you're saying, I disagree with the evaluation of my rating. I disagree that you did not use all the information in the, in formulating the evaluation of my rating or my decision. The adjudicator did not use all the evidence submitted, or my compensation and pension exam was unfair. They asked very irrelevant questions. It lasted 2 minutes, and I just do not agree with it at all. You want to be able to address your areas of concern, right? Some of the cons are, again, you can't submit new evidence, right? And it can take a little bit of time. Right now, as we know, the VA is definitely in a backlog, right? And it takes time. There's high turnover at the VA. There's a lot going on, and there is a lot of mistakes being made. And a lot of people are noticing that on their rating decision letters. But, you just got to be patient. And one thing I want to give you hope is that you will get back paid if you do your higher level review in the right amount of time. So remember, you have 1 year to file your request. Remember to check the calendar when requesting a higher level review. You must request a higher level review within 1 year from the date of the most recent decision letter of the claim. You'll file an HLR for, okay? You also can't request a higher level review after a previous higher level review or board appeal on the same claim happened, okay? Or if you even have a contested claim. So if you've already had a higher level review, you can't higher level review another higher level review. You also, again, can't submit new medical evidence. A higher level review isn't the time for you to hand over new evidence. It's for a higher level reviewer to examine your claim and determine if any mistakes were made. However, if you think new evidence could strengthen your claim, then don't close the door on your case or that option. We'll talk about it in a separate video about filing a supplemental claim. So if you're looking for the fastest way to request a higher level review, right, you'll want to jump online via va.gov, which is in the description of this video. The link is there, and follow the prompts to request a higher level review. Otherwise, you need to fill out VA form 20-0996, which you can mail, fax, or use the quick submit option on Access VA to submit your request, or visit a local VA regional office. After filling out your personal information, you will then be asked to select a benefit type. You will pick compensation since you're asking for a review of compensation. Then you will be asked to check a box for an informal conference and give a 2-hour window. You'll be able to pick two options that you would prefer to have the conference call, right, or not. So in the description of this video, I am going to have the address of the Department of Veterans Affairs if you want to mail your disability higher level review compensation request in. And I will include the fax number as well, 844-531-7818. You can fax it in as well too if you wanted to. So that is how you file it in. That is how you submit it in. And I suggest the fastest way, again, is jumping online. If you do not have va.gov, make sure that you download that. Make sure that you create your account, va.gov. The link to that is in the description of this video. Also, another great thing is the app. I will be talking about the VA app in another video. Make sure that you download that app on your phone and do that, okay? So what are the higher level review timelines? It just depends. Remember, the VA is backed up right now. Now, you have an option when you are filing online or on the 20-0996 form right above the informal conference, or if you want them to speak to your representative, right, options, there is, are you homeless or at risk of homeless? Make sure that you check that box if you truly are. If you're not, don't check it. But if you are in transitional housing, if you're homeless or at risk of becoming homeless, make sure that you check that box. The reason being is because it can expedite your claim. You can kind of get frontlined, it'll red flag it, and your claim can be looked at. It'll be jumped to the front of the line because you're in a urgent situation, you are facing homeless. So if not, you just need to be patient. But on a high note, remember that you will get back paid. You will get back paid if there's a clear and unmistakable error, if you do not agree with the decision, if you're finding faults and deficiencies. Remember, the VA has a duty to assist you, and you want to address that. A senior VA adjudicator will call you. They will review your claim and consider your original evidence and potential errors. And the great thing is if they can fix it, they'll do it. I have heard of veterans getting their rating, the evaluation of their rating decision. Maybe their PTSD was rated at 10%. And then 48 hours after their higher level review, guess what? It changes to 50% or 70%. Right now, expect about 4 to 6 months, right? An average of 125 to 150 days. You'll be notified, of the VA's decision. Make sure that you are just patient, and make sure that whenever you talk to that senior level reviewer, make sure that you're respectful, make sure that you are make sure that you are prepared of the issues at hand. If you know that you submitted evidence and that evidence was not considered, make sure that you write that down and say, hey, a disability benefits questionnaire from a private examiner was not utilized in the formulation of this opinion. Make sure that you mark that down. If a personal statement or buddy statements, lay statements, if evidence of a headache log or whatever was not submitted, make sure that you clearly articulate that. Make sure that that evidence is clearly addressed, and make sure that you present that and say, hey, or if your CMP exam was, your compensation and pension exam was not fair. Hey, it was not a fair compensation and pension exam. I do not agree with it. And, I'd like another shot, or I don't agree with this. I've submitted all the evidence that I need. What more do y'all need of me? But always be respectful, be thankful, be grateful that we do have these benefits because they're great. I just know it's a pain in the butt as you're waiting on that. What can you expect after a higher level review, right? A higher level reviewer has a difference in opinion and can either grant the claim or send it back for more development. The higher level review number 2 has identified an error that either grants you the claim or sends it back for more development, or they go on and change your rating. Number 3, a Q error or a clear and unmistakable error was identified and the claim is sent back to address that Q error. And number 4, the higher level reviewer agrees with the previous decision and your appeal will be denied. They will keep you rated at If you are rated at 10% for the PTSD, they will keep you at that 10%, right? Unfortunately, you can't submit additional medical evidence at this point in the process. You can't do new evidence with a higher level review. However, you can provide new and relevant evidence, and you can always file a supplemental claim. So I want you to know that. A couple questions. Can you withdraw from a VA higher level review? Yes, you may withdraw from a VA higher level review anytime before the VA makes a decision. You can call the 1-800-827-1000 helpline. That helpline is in the description of this video, and you can have them withdraw it. You can appeal. Can you appeal a higher level review decision? If you don't agree with the outcome of your higher level review, again, like I just said, you can file a supplemental claim or appeal to the Veterans Board of Appeals. You can't request a new higher level review. And we will be talking about this in another video. But what is a VA informal conference, right? When you check that box on your 0996 form online, or if you've printed out the form or you're mailing it in, an informal conference is your chance to talk to the rater of your higher level review about why you think the decision should be changed and identify any errors that you believe were made. In your conference call, you'll have about 15 to 30 minutes per issue, or 10 to 15 minutes per issue, I'd say, to present your case on any errors that were made in the initial decision. So you, the veteran, are your best advocate. Make sure that you document, make sure that you read those rating decision letters. If you are listening to this video, watching it, and you're looking at your decision letter, remember, what are the ways that you get service connected? Ask yourself, do I have in-service treatment, stress, or diagnosis? What happened while I was in service? Do I have the evidence? And was I clinically diagnosed for it, right? If they didn't use your evidence, if they didn't use a DBQ or a NEXUS that was submitted, if you don't agree with the decision, if not everything that needed to be used was used, and the outcome of your decision, you want to address that during this informal conference, okay? An informal conference gives the floor open to you pretty much. It's not a compensation and pension exam. It's not your typical, doctor asking you questions. The floor is open for you to address your areas of concern and why, okay? So again, if you need more assistance or anything, reach out to us. You can email us at info@veteransclaimservice.com, and we will get back to you as quick as we can and answer any questions. We will be having live Q&A sessions available to answer any questions that you may have. We will be doing that and trying to do that on a weekly basis. But again, if you've been denied a higher level review, to wrap it up in summary, is a 20996 form that it's filed on. You can file it online, mail, fax, or in person at a local regional office, right? My suggestion is go on va.gov, file it online, or download the VA app on your phone as well too, because it is a very, very helpful app. And how to download it, there is a link in the description of this video as well too. You can download it on the Apple or the Play Store. So again, thank you for your service. That is how you file a higher level review, the form that you use, and the pros and cons of a higher level review, and also what a informal conference is and what you should be prepared for. Remember, veterans, get the education, the knowledge, the information, and the resources that you need so that you understand what to do for your higher level review. Thank you for your service to our country. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope that this video has definitely helped you. Again, like, subscribe, comment to our channel, and we will be putting out a lot more information for you to help you get the information and resources that you need. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your service to our country. Adios.